Charles J. Yeah, just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burkhead. Everybody said it won't be. Till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do, what it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. Yeah, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Tank Davis says, it's my party. I can cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. That's what I get out of both of these press conferences. Tank Tank just want Frank to know this my shit. He didn't want to let none of them Mexicans he fought know, but he wants Frank to know because this is a battle of the HNIC, the head Negro in short, and that's what Tank want Frank to know. That's why Tank, you ain't never seen them act this good. They might put you in a movie, Tank. You've done some very good acting. You throw fits a lot. But anyway, yeah, the press conference was cool. I don't know. But Tank said that the promotion for this fight has been ass, and that's why you didn't show up to the grand arrivals. I think it was disrespectful, but also, you ain't promoting this fight near as much as you did with Ryan. Oh, you was everywhere. You not promoting this fight that much. And true enough, I don't think PBC is doing justice with this fight. I do think it should be bigger. I think it's bigger than people think, and people trying to hide that shit. I think them gates don't lie. People try to act like Tank just a good gate seller. No, he's a seller, period. He's a real ticket seller. I ain't gonna lie on the man. He sells tickets, bro. So it's more than just a gate thing. But like I said, that gate don't lie. I'm trying to think of how much. Was it a $15 million gate? Something like that. But so the fight is already very successful by the attendance. But this fight is bigger than people think because Tank is bigger than people think. I can't take that away from you, bro. You bigger than people think, and people just don't give you credit. I'm telling you, people are still saying Ryan is a bigger star than you. But you beating Ryan was supposed to make you the face of boxing, right? That's why I say boxing so fast. It don't work the same way the other way around. Tank know that shit. You didn't get no credit for beating him, and everybody keep calling you a rehydration clause fighter. It's a lot of shit. I'm going to tell you another thing, Tank. This the fight to me that's going to get you not respect in boxing, but respect amongst black fans. This the fight. This ain't Shakur. But, and I do think you're going to fight Shakur. I don't think you scared him or nothing, but I got Shakur. But this the fight. I'm telling you, I just see some things. I see some things. This fight is way more interesting than people trying to brush this shit out. I am tired of people counting out Frank Martin, bro. I don't like Tank outside the ring. But I'm not so much of I'm not a Tank hater. And I'm not just because Tank do monkey shit, I want Frank to beat him. I'm not going to go that far. And I know it's a lot of people that feel that way. Well, I want Frank to beat him because he hate on Devin. No, it don't work that way with me. Inside the ring, I think he the shit. But Tank, you will be tested. That's my prediction. I'm not gonna say what's gonna happen. Tank, you're gonna be tested. You're gonna be tested. It's gonna be hard for Frank to beat you, but you will be tested. I don't think Tank will ever fold. I gotta say that motherfucker a real fighter. Tank is the real deal. Ain't no cap. But listen, It's you know, I'm gonna say some wild shit, and it ain't wild, but it's common sense. I look at all the credit Inouye gets, and everybody got him top 3. Tank Davis' resume is much better than Inouye's. Much better. Much better. Much better. People still talk like Loma resume so deep. He got 3 losses, bro, with 16 fights. I don't know what the fuck. What, he 18-3 or some shit? But Tank is undefeated. He got, what, 27, 28 fights, something like that. Tank resume better than Inouye. Inouye, let me tell you, I want to talk about it. I'm gonna tell you about a fight. People don't talk about it enough. It was it was such a phenomenal performance, and it was a big step up fight. Not Leo Santa Cruz. It was probably top 20 of all time knockouts. Top 20. I ain't gonna say top 10, maybe top 10. Maybe top 10, the Leo Santa Cruz knockout. When Tank Davis fought Jose Pedraza, I think his first name Jose, but I know his last name Pedraza, Puerto Rican fighter, undefeated, very tricky, very, very good fighter, very good fighter. That step up, and they both was young, that was a hell of a win, in my opinion. Inouye ain't never fought nobody better than Isaac Cruz. Cool Boy is more technically sound, but from a stylistic point, he get knocked the fuck out by a Cruz. Cool Boy's skills ain't elite like Shakur and Devin and shit like that. He's not that good of a boxer. Cool Boy always get trapped into a fight. He got heart, but he get trapped into a fight. Just like Julian J. Rock. Philly fighters do that. That's one thing. One of their biggest flaws, but it's also it's a strength. They gonna fight. They're boxers that will fight. Boots is a boxer, but he will fight. But Boots is so special, it works to his benefit that he'll fight because he got devastating power. Cool Boy don't have that. Cool Boy always get trapped into a fight. He get trapped into fights. He not an elite boxer. Devin ain't never got trapped into a fight. Shakur never got trapped into a fight. They're elite boxers. Isaac Cruz, stylistically, if they was the same weight class, would knock the fuck out of Cool Boy. Would knock him out. He's a better win. I'm just gonna tell you. Cheating ass Ryan, but with the talent, Ryan, I can argue, is better than anybody Inouye's ever beat. I can argue that from a talent perspective and prime for prime, they fought in their prime. I could say that's a better win than Inouye. I could say Isaac Cruz, I could say Jose Pedraza, and I could say that Ryan. I hate even saying the name. Fuck that mother. I don't even like putting him in it. Fuck Ryan. I don't even want to mention this shit. Fuck giving him credit and saying he's a good talent. Fuck that motherfucker. And I don't give a fuck what happened to him. I fuck that. I'm being too far. The Rolly win wasn't shit to me. That wasn't shit. It was just a good knockout, but he wasn't shit. A motherfucker strong and can punch, though, but he wasn't shit. The Barrios fight, which is your best win, is better than anybody Inouye has ever beat. And I'm not trying to turn this into a Tank versus Inouye. I'm just pointing out the fact that it seems like people act like Inouye's resume is so deep. He ain't never beat nobody that's better than Barrios. And look at how, I just want to say, because we already hear people babying him on Pro Box, and everybody's saying he could just stay at 122 and still be a top 10 of all time, and he can still get all these accolades standing at 122, even though it ain't no elite fighters at 122, and we just let that shit ride. Tank is small. Tank is very, very small. Barrios was way bigger than him. Barrios, what, 5'11"? And Tank moved up to fight him. These are things why I'm saying his resume is much better. People act like Tank ain't fought nobody. Tank got a solid ass resume. He just ain't fought Shakur and Devin. That's it. Tank got a solid ass resume. He just ain't fought Shakur and Devin. That's it. Solid ass resume. Solid. I think his resume better than Lomas and Inoue. Think it's better. So people try to criticize him so much on his resume and act as if he ain't fought nobody and he just picking and choosing. No, Tank got a solid resume. Solid resume. So his defense against Isaac Cruz was so underrated. Motherfucker got top-notch defense. Defense very underrated. His ring IQ is very underrated. But I saw something in Frank Morton when he fought Michelle Rivera. I think everybody keep looking at this Artem dude that he fought in his last performance, who was finna fight Shakur. That dude is awkward. Frank wasn't prepared for him, bro. He wasn't prepared for that style, but he still got the job done. Michelle Rivera, Frank was prepared. Even though, like, Derrick James is still a top 5 trainer, bro. Derrick James, I still think he's a great trainer. Even though I got my critiques, Derrick James is great at coming up with a great game plan. He didn't have it for Bud, but that's his only flaw to me. And watching Jamel kind of quit and watching Jamel fight for survival and letting that shit ride and his lack of preparation for Earl, those are the only flaws I have with Derrick James. But outside of that, bro, he's a great coach. And he come up with great game plans. And I truly feel that Derrick James, he didn't study Bud. I think he was arrogant and he thought Earl was just going to run over. Derrick James did not study Bud. Nowhere near like Bo Mac studied Earl. Bo Mac knew Earl through and through. Bud and Bo Mac studied Earl. I don't think Derrick James, because the way Derrick James was talking, he was talking as if Bud too little. He just ain't got nothing for Earl. Once Earl get on the inside, it's over. I don't think he studied Bud. Motherfucker. Derrick James studied Tank. And I think he been studying for a while. Mark my words, this is what I believe, and I must say that even though I got my critiques, they got the perfect game plan. Whatever that game plan may be, I got an idea, but they got a hell of a game plan. A hell of a game plan. Frank does have a reach advantage. He is bigger than Tank. And that will play a factor. That will play a factor. I think it's going to come a point in this fight where Tank will have to... I could see Tank running into something. Just like I could see Frank running into something. I'm definitely picking Tank. I just can't pick against him, bro. Not against Frank. But Frank is extremely dangerous. Like I said, Tank got some of the best preparation in boxing. Some of the best preparation in boxing, but he's slightly underestimating the power of Frank Morton. And like I've never seen Tank hurt. I've never seen him hurt. But I truly believe that the Frank Morton can hurt you, bro. And I don't think Tank believe that shit. I think the way he respected Ryan Power, he do not respect Frank Power like that. He gonna be cautious. He definitely gonna fight smart. He's not going to get too reckless. But it's a point in that fight where I could see Tank getting a little too confident, a little too reckless, and getting caught. Just look at the right hook of Frank Morton. He got a good straight left. When you look at that right hook, that shit can hurt anybody. Frank Morton got a right hook from the southpaw stance that can hurt anybody. I don't know. But, yeah, shout out to Earl for being for Frank. Even though you got differences with Derrick James, I thought that was dope. And I'm just gonna say something. Boxing needs Earl Spence. Boxing needs Earl Spence, and boxing don't appreciate Earl Spence. You know how fake you motherfuckers are. The same motherfuckers that talked all that shit and clowned Earl when he lost. It's even Bud fans that'll say the narrative was, even though a lot of people came up and said, well, it was the weight and this and that, most fans are in agreement, even Bud fans, that the real reason why Bud lost, they say he better, But they say because Earl Spence didn't live. I've heard this shit on First Take. I've heard it from all over. I heard Shannon Sharpe say it. Earl didn't live a fighter's lifestyle, and he's a drunk. This is the narrative. Bud, he lived a fighter's lifestyle. He lives a fighter life, but that shit. But Ryan can drink a beer at the weigh-in, and Devin live a fighter lifestyle, and you motherfuckers clowned him for months. But anyway, I don't like the narrative that people won't let Earl live outside his past. Everybody want to remind him of that car wreck. Yeah, he lost because of the car wreck, and he didn't live a fighter's lifestyle. That is the narrative around it. It's even mainstream media really didn't even give, but the narrative was Bud was more disciplined and Earl didn't live that lifestyle. Okay. But Fatback Fury was at a bar somewhere somewhere in Manhattan or somewhere, falling all over and this ain't the first time we've seen this. This ain't the first time we've seen Fatback Fury falling out, 6'9", falling everywhere, all over the bar, just sloppy drunk. I tell you, he one of the most slick-mouth motherfuckers, but but don't nobody say his lifestyle caught up with him and he don't live that fighter's life. Nobody ever says it. Nobody ever says anything about it. Like I say, Fatback Fury drink, it's like Stone Cold when he used to drink in the like, but he don't get caught or drunk. Nobody says that Fatback Fury, this motherfucker was snorting powder, bro. Not just drinking. And nobody ever say, well, his lifestyle caught up with him. So, just bro, let the man be great and let him live past his past, bro. Like I said, if it's cool for like I say, when they do it, bro, Fatback Fury just having fun. He's just having fun. But Earl, oh no, you didn't live a fighter's lifestyle. You motherfuckers strict, bro. Black people, we too strict with each other, bro. You motherfuckers, bro. Anyway, and Bud, one of my favorite fighters too, and I respect Bud. But I respect the fact that and I'm gonna go look at these interviews. But I looked at the titles of them. I'm behind on a few things. I had some shit going today. But anyway, I'm gonna have to look at it. But I seen the title of the video saying that Earl says that Terrence Crawford can beat Canelo, and Earl is rooting for Terrence Crawford to beat this Makamou dude. And I truly believe that, and that's what I respect about Earl. Earl ain't never hated on Bud. And Earl made that fight happen. And Bud fans, you motherfuckers y'all just don't do it. Y'all don't really like saying that. You motherfuckers really don't like saying, well, without Earl, that fight wouldn't have happened. Earl made that fight. He went against the grain. He went against his promotional team. They would have much rather him fight Keith Thurman. They would have rather him fight Boots. They didn't want him to fight you, bro. They did not want that Bud fight, and Earl went against the grain. And he done that. So, but even after defeat, he don't hate on Bud. He give Bud full credit. So I just respect it about Earl. But I don't know, Tank. While you out here whining and talking about they ain't promoting the fight and this promotion is ass, bro. I don't like the way you've promoted this fight. You've been a disrespectful motherfucker, and you talk about Frank as if he shouldn't even be a professional fighter. Yeah, you push Isaac Cruz at the weigh-in, bro, but I just wish you would have disrespected him at the press conference and all that. Like I said, bro, you said that, and I'm gonna tell you something. That was some soft ass shit too. Not only you taking up for Ryan cheating, when you that post fight at Isaac Cruz when all them Mexicans was and you was in L.A. and all them Mexicans was Mexicans still to this day in L.A. L.A. Mexicans they say that Cruz won that fight. They say that shit. Them Southsiders shit. But you grab the mic and they ask you something about, look at the cheer that, what do you think about the cheer that Isaac Cruz is getting from fans? And he was like, well, a star has been born tonight. I remember that shit. You gave him the keys. You made him a star, and you vouched for him. You said, yeah, a star has been born tonight. I remember that shit. So I'm just like, man, come on, bro. So Yeah, it is what it is, though. This motherfucking. But anyway, but yeah, I remember you said that. But at the end of the day, bro, no matter what disagreements I have with you, bro, when you in that ring, I be rooting for you, bro. I be rooting for you. Just because you do the shit you do, bro, it don't mean I want to see you lose or none of that, bro. It's gonna take a bad. Frank can do it, bro, but I trust Tank more, bro. I trust Tank ring IQ. I trust the most. I keep saying the most dangerous shit about Tank is middle rounds. He one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing. Middle to late rounds, he dangerous. I'm telling you, Tank, if you can take Frank power, he gonna hit you. If you can take that shit, I just don't know. Because he done it to Barrios, and Barrios can punch. He started walking through him. He started walking through Barrios. He started walking through him. He walked through Leo. Leo Santa Cruz wasn't no big puncher, but it was a point in that fight. He knocked him out in the 6th round, and he just started walking through him. He did it with just start walking through you. High guard and just weaving different punches and just setting up shots. If he get to doing that with Frank and just walk through his punches, Tank is unstoppable. But like I said, I don't know, bro, if you can just walk through Frank. And I'm telling you right now, this could be one of them fights where, in my opinion, this could be the first fight Tank in where it turned into a fight. This could be the first fight Tank. This different, bro. It's you can win a fight but still go through some shit. Just like Sugar Ray Leonard did with Fredo Benitez. Fredo Benitez made Sugar Ray Leonard work. Made him work. He made him work for that shit. But this could be one of them fights where Tank, you can win. And I'm telling you right now, this fight may go to a decision. Even though I'm picking Tank, bro, I don't know if you knock Frank out. I don't know if you stop him, bro. I'm not. If I was to say, I'd say Tank by decision. I think this fight gonna go to the scorecards. But it's gonna get grimy, bro, middle rounds. The first 6 rounds, bro, I could see Frank up. Frank gonna win them early rounds. It's the middle rounds where Frank got to show me something. See, Tank has showed me something, and that's why I could never shit on his resume. Tank done showed me some shit. Tank done showed. Those fucking right hooks he landed on Jose Pedraza. Oh, my God. It's just certain shit. Tank know how to take it to another gear. I got to see Frank. Frank got to prove to me you can do that. But I think Frank's defense is going to surprise Tank. It's not going to be as easy to land as he want to. I see Tank going to his body, though, with the straight left. But after this fight, Tank going to look at, even after winning, Tank going to look at Frank like, okay. Yeah. It's going to be a respect factor. Unless he just on some childish shit. But Frank going to get his respect. Frank going to get his respect. Frank not a reckless fighter. Frank is very disciplined, and he looking to counter too. So it's a tricky fight. It is tricky. The footwork of Frank is tricky. And they both southpaws. This is a very tricky. This is not an easy fight to break down. It's not an easy fight to predict. I haven't seen Frank go into that gear to where I could see you beat. I mean, to where I could be confident and say you beat Tank. You ain't reached that level yet. You got to show me that. But Frank Martin's discipline would be a problem. Tank really want Frank to walk him down and get reckless and run into that straight left. I don't think that's going to happen. Like I said, I can see this fight going 12 rounds. Tank, you just fake, though. But I can't get out. I'm not one of them, bro. The shit you do outside the ring, bro, it affects. Like, bro, then you attacking Earl, bro. Earl was your partner. All I'm saying is, bro, I just wish you respect black fighters the way you respect Canelo. Like, damn, bro, you could have still, hey, I'm going to beat your fighter's ass. Earl ain't never switched up on you. And then, then you going to say, that was some messy ass shit. You said Earl called you on the phone and said, yeah, I know you going to knock my homie out, but I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna take your word at that, but that was fucked up. And that's in the psyche of Frank. Tank playing some fucked up mind. I just wish you had done this with other but I don't think you got in Frank more in the head, but Frank is definitely hyped. And people keep talking about the flinch. Bro, I ain't worried about none of that. Frank ain't scared of you, bro. And you gonna find that out. You gonna find that out. And I love that Frank is talking about, bro, you play, I'm gonna knock your ass. I love that because that's how Frank gonna fight. Frank fighting to hurt him. I would be shocked if at some point, if Tank, I just see Tank getting hurt in this fight. I see Tank getting hurt in this fight. I see Tank having to dig deep in this fight. I see Frank hurting him. To say Frank stops Tank, that is way too far-fetched. There's no way I could ever say that I see you hurting Tank. Because I know you can't. You can hurt him, bro. Frank punching, you can hurt him. Like I say, I got Shakur beating Tank, but I don't think Shakur hurts Tank. Shakur can hurt you though. Shakur, people act like he can't punch. If he get the landing combinations, he can buzz Tank. He can buzz him. But I could never see Shakur dropping Tank. But I can see him buzzing Tank. But excuse me. But yeah, I can see him buzzing Tank. Yes, I can see Shakur buzzing him if he follow through with some shit, but not just dropping him and that. But I could see Frank really hurting Tank, like really hurting him. And even though I think Tank is underestimating Frank's power, he definitely got that shit in the back of his mind. He definitely got that shit in the back of his mind, like. Because Tank did, he said in that sparring session, yeah, you hit me with a good shot, but you didn't hurt me. So I think he do know that Frank can crack, but I think he's still underestimating it, bro. If Frank fight the fight to where, if Frank box, and I'm not saying you're a better boxer than Tank, but if you really, in this count, worked on your distance, bro, and reach, and make Tank, because I said Frank should walk him down. No, you shouldn't. Tank too good on his back foot. If you got to frustrate him, frustrate Tank. Frustrate him. Use your reach. Keep the jab in his face. Double up on it. And go to Tank's body. But look to counter him. Make him come forward. And frustrate him. Frustrate him. Run him into shit. Try to run him into that right hook. Like I said, if he can land that right hook flush, that's a vicious shot. But I think you should use your reach, bro. Use the fact, make Tank work. Make him have to work and come in. Because as skilled as Tank is, he don't have long arm reach. He's 5'5", so that's why I say but Tank's special enough. Like I said, even though them dudes, I must admit, at 140, they bigger than Tank. But Tank is muscular and he could make 140, but that shit, them dudes big, but he could make 140 though, and he could be a problem at 140. But like I said, Tank don't get the Loma or the Inoue treatment. Like I said, 135, they've been saying for years that Loma is fighting dudes way bigger than him, and that's why he's losing. And these dudes are too big for him. They're gonna do the same thing with Inoue when he started losing, because he's gonna start losing. And they're going to say he just moved up too much. They not going to ever say that shit with Tank. Even if Tank go to welterweight and fight Jerumbles, Ennis, they not going to say he was too small. Except Tank fans. So, you definitely get hated on by mainstream boxing, bro. But it is what it is, bro. You should have never went against Floyd, bro. Like I said, if it was Oscar that made you a star like you are, like Floyd did, you would have never disrespected Oscar. You would have never disrespected Bob Brown. But you should have never disrespected Floyd. He fake. Everybody know it. And he probably is jealous of you. But without him, you would have never been a star like you are now. Like I said, bro, he had you on the undercard of his McGregor fight. Like, come on, bro. But fuck Floyd. I don't like him no way. But like I said, when it comes to that motherfucker made you, him and Leonard. So it is what it is. But I'm just telling you, I see this fight. This could be fight of the year. It could become a fight. It could turn into a fight. This fight could really turn into a fight. It could be some exchanges in this fight. But if Frank do that, I favor Tank in exchange. But I see them both getting hurt. I see them both. This could really turn into a real live. It's a lot of power out there. It's a lot of power, a lot of athleticism, good fundamentals. It's danger. This fight, it's a tricky fight, bro. Tricky fight. But yeah, Coach Calvin, I see you up there with the high top face. That's why I'm so tired of you old motherfuckers with these gray beards, but you keep trying to dye you. I'm telling you, it's just certain shit I'm never gonna dye my hair. When my shit turn gray, I'm gonna leave it. I just, bro, like I said, you had one of them 90s high tops fade with the little part in it. You're like old boy on above the rib and shit, bro. Well, yeah, Coach Calvin, what you about 50, so I don't know. But anyway, you motherfuckers be holding on. You steady trying to hold on to that shit. Like I say, bro, when my edge up go back, when my shit get to... But, yeah, Leonard, one thing about old Leonard, though, Leonard let his beard turn white. Yeah, Floyd done stressed the white out of this shit. But, like I said, bro, boxing need Earl. Earl is one of the most solid motherfuckers in boxing. Just like you know another thing. Nobody's really talking about how Earl is coming back finna fight a motherfucker like Sebastian Fundora. Coming off another layoff. It's just the shit he do, bro. Boxing needs Earl. And I would like to see him fight by 3 more years. And I think he got it in him. I love the fact he's showing boss shit. Even though me and Derrick James got where we going, I'm still coming to support my fighter. I love the fact that you standing in Frank's corner. And I hope you get some more fighters up under you. Earl is good for boxing, like I said. And a lot of people don't acknowledge it. And I'm telling you right now, bro, Bud is in a dangerous fight, too, and a lot of people want him to lose. A lot of people want him to lose to this match. You dealing with a motherfucker that can really, really punch. It's a lot of shit. And he's 10 years younger than him. Yeah, Bud way better than him. Bud better than this motherfucker. But that motherfucker got a hell of a puncher's chance. And it's a lot of... These motherfuckers quiet, bro. Watch how we going to get closer and closer to August 3rd. And I'm telling you, this Michael move, motherfucker. They're already comparing them to Triple G. And a lot of people want him to lose, bro. And ain't nobody talking about how Bud is old. But like I said, they keep talking about Loma. Oh, I'm telling you, bro, I heard Pro Box say, well, in a way, he's 31. I mean, he's getting old. And you motherfuckers don't want, I'm telling you, bro, shoo, we already know, bro. But anyway, but yeah, Tank, I wish you the best inside the ring. But outside the ring, you do what you do, bro. You are who you are. But I definitely got respect for Frank, though, bro. I want to say this, bro, Frank. I love how you've embraced this moment. You've really embraced this moment. And I don't think Frank's getting enough credit for the promotion he's put forth in it and the seriousness and how Frank is the real deal. He ain't as skilled as Shakur or none of that, but he's the real deal. Whether he lose or draw, whether he lose or win, this is if Tank beat Frank, that's a very solid win. You will get full credit. That is a solid win. A solid ass win. So I don't think people respect enough how Frank has rose to the moment and he's promoted this fight and the way, the seriousness and just the grit that he showed. I got a lot of respect for you, bro. I don't think neither fighter will fold. That's why this fight could end in a knockout, but I think Frank tougher than Tank think. I think Frank Martin is tougher than a lot of us think. Frank tough. And Frank can take a hell of a punch. Like I said, even though Tank got one punch knockout power, it's a lot of fighters. We see them land a lot of shots before they go. Frank tough. But anyway, this is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.